What do we do after this?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call please, Carol. Mayor Sheets. Present. Greg Miller. Megan Sheets.
Okay, next on the agenda, we have the minutes from the August 8th regular meeting.
To make a motion, we approve the minutes from August 8th.
I'll second. Roll call please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Okay, minutes passed. Next, we have the claims. It's been presented there somewhere.
Okay, we have them and we review them, and I'll make the motion, we approve the claim to submit this evening.
And a second.
Roll call please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay, were there any public comments? Nothing? Okay. We're gonna start this afternoon with Chief Shoemaker.
All right, good evening. Before we get into the officer promotion, I wanted to ask the board to look at resolution 2213, which is a resolution authorizing care of retired police canine. When the canine retires from the department, the officer that handled the canine takes over the canine for the rest of their life. A lot of, it's kind of new, we've seen it, I've seen it in Florida recently, but taking care of the canines, veterinary expenses after retirement. So I'd ask that the resolution be considered to provide up to $1,000 to be reimbursed to the police officer who receives ownership of the retired canine.
And this is a cumulative total, correct?
So yes, this will be up to $1,000, and once the 1,000 is gone, then it's all on the officer.
I'll make the motion that we pass resolution 22-13.
I second that motion.
Roll call please.
Mayor Sheets. Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Okay, resolution number 22-13 passes.
And then resolution 2215, a resolution authorizing the sale of the maintenance truck. The city owns a 2004 Chevy Silverado pickup truck, mileage of 61,096. We were going to trade the vehicle in. The dealers offered us $1,000. We believe that if we sell the vehicle through a invitation for bids, that the city would receive more for that vehicle than $1,000 that the dealers offered. So I'd asked that the board pass the resolution so that the money could be used for equipment for the vehicle.
So let's how would that work? We would turn the bids in. If we have to have someone with the same bids, do we go back and forth, or how do you do that?
You can do that.
You seal bids? No? Okay,
No more than we're talking here.
okay.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2215 for the sale of the vehicle from the police department.
I'll second.
Roll call please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay, resolution number 22-15 passes.
Okay, thank you. At the last meeting, the board approved the promotion of Brett Dale to the rank of sergeant, and Brett's here tonight with his family to be sworn in by the mayor. I just want to say a few words here. Brett is a very active officer, has been a great employee since we hired him. Brett is a field training officer, an instructor on our department, and a member of our SWAT team. He also has 10 years of police experience because we stole him a few years ago from another department. So he's been a great addition to the Frankfort Police Department, and I've asked the board, by putting on our leadership team, he'll be even better. So I would ask the mayor that you swear him in tonight in front of his family.
I want to go with him.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I, John Brett Dale,
I, John Bradell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Indiana,
of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly
and honestly
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as sergeant
as sergeant
according to law,
according to law
to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I just want to say I'm really excited. The department's making a lot of changes over there. We're having some restructuring and you came highly recommended for this position. I wish you only the best and you have some good leadership over there.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get you out, baby.
Thumbs out, Father.
Nervous.
We need to turn them around, so.
Just.
Yeah.
And then we'll take your-
Stand right up here.
You can see Gray, you're ready to take
Big
Gray.
man.
Yeah.
Do everything like this.
You play then.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Yep. I think we did it. Yeah, of course not. Thanks.
I think we'll have to have a vote on this. I don't think we've approved you allowing me to go find him, but you have.
We haven't approved.
No.
Great. Last meeting or so, you allowed me to move forward on a hiring promotion. And today, we're bringing forward to you and the community, Ethan Cunningham. He comes to us from the Clinton County Sheriff's Office, where he's been a corrections officer for the last 2 years. He was also a top finisher in our process that started several months ago. We are excited to bring him on the department as a police officer. Ethan has a lot of knowledge and maturity and will be a huge asset to our force. I asked the board to approve the appointment of Ethan Cunningham to police officer effective September 5th, 2022.
I will probably make the motion, we approve Ethan Cunningham to police officer effective September 5th of
I second motion.
Please. Mayor Sheets. Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets. Okay. Congratulations.
Yes. Yeah.
Picture of you want
You made it. Right here.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, here's Michael.
Do solemnly swear
That I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Indiana,
of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as police officer,
as police officer,
according to law,
according to law,
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I just want to say welcome to Ethan. I think we're very lucky to have this officer on our department now. It's a great department, best department in the state of Indiana. We're gonna love it.
Okay.
We're gonna love it. Thank you so much for taking us as well.
It's like a doctor, isn't it? Not right on.
Yeah, so are you- Hey, I have to, I'm proud of it. It's a great department. Okay.
Appreciate it.
It's not really yours.
Yeah. Whoever wants on this picture.
Okay, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you guys can go.
Can we all fit, right?
Well, you didn't.
So my.
Oh, okay. Hi, sweetheart.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ready to move on? Okay, street department, Jason Forsythe.
I'm ready, wasn't I?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Just a couple things I want to bring to Board of Works this afternoon. First one is a finance credit application with Huntington Bank. This is in reference to our automation process, so we can get a interest rate locked in in recent weeks and months, obviously with our country the way it is, interest rates have went up. So we want to go ahead and get this taken care of. Once Carol fills this out and gets an email back to David Pinoff, we can get it, some interest rates locked in, so we don't have to worry about that.
I would have you entertain a motion approving your signing of that and subject to council approval.
Okay. I'll make the motion, we approve the finance crew application, subject to the mayor's signature and the approval of the city council.
Second.
Roll call, please. Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Thank you. And the last thing I have is I wanted to bring a PFNS contract to the Board of Works in the amount of $88.50 for our Pazer ratings of our streets that we do that is required when we apply for community crossings. This is required to have each individual roadway rated, not only the ones that haven't been paved, but obviously they go through and rate every single stretch of roadway. So that allows me to, and the Board of Works, the council, and whoever else wants to get involved to decide what we want to do as far as community crossings every year. So we'll be getting ready to do that again the 1st of January. So, and this is for 2 years. They'll come in, actually, they're looking to do that here fairly quickly. So I just want to get the Board of Works approval for that amount of $88.50.
I'll make a motion that we approve the agreement between the city of Frankfurt and Butler and Cypher Pacer contract.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye. Okay.
So that's all I have.
Approval.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kimberly, what do you have for us this evening? Community development.
So I have a contract, so I have a contract from GoGov to put together an app for the city of Frankfurt. This will be another way to communicate to our residents and our citizens in our community. So if you notice, they have updated this so that we can do 4 months, so till the end of the year, and then we'll pay annually at the beginning of the year, every year after that. So it's about $320 a month, roughly. And then I will come back to you, if this is approved, I will come back and touch base with you because we'll have to name our app, and I'll have a couple different choices for everyone to pick from.
Can you explain that to us a little bit, what all this app is going to take care of?
yeah, so it is a multi-user, so any department head or city department that wants to use the app, they are more than willing. I'll do a training with them. And it pretty much, if there's a road closure, events going on with the Parks Department, if Chief Shoemaker has anything going on that needs to be public awareness. So it's not Nixle. I don't want everybody to get the idea that it's Nixle. But it also, if it comes across as a push notification, which is a notification that pops up on your phone, and then it will actually link to different things in our website as well. So we'll be able to coordinate our website with this app. So, and the nice thing about this is we are the owners of the data. So if for some reason we ever want to terminate this contract, all the data will be given back to us. So we'll be able to keep track of that, for any reason. So.
This, the contract will be then covering the remaining 4 months
Yes.
at the $12.80 and then starting off at the $38.40 for.
Correct. Yes. That way it's just easier for us. It always starts at the beginning of the year and we don't have to, remember in August, September time that we need to renew it. So. And this is just for a year, well, it'll be the 4 months and then it'll be an entire year, and then we can always revisit this. So if this is something that the community doesn't use or doesn't need, we can always, like I said, terminate. So I'm really excited about this. This is for people that have smartphones, which most people do, but are not on social media, or don't check our website as frequently. So this is a way to communicate, with them.
And with this being an unlimited subscription, then we can have whatever number
Yes,
of people it does.
correct. And I wish I would have brought the video. It's very, very easy to use, user-friendly on our end. Kind of comes across as an email. You can even put images and pictures and all that stuff.
I'll make the motion that we approve the GovGov contract. And it will be the 4 months between September 1st to the end of the year, and then commencing with the 12-month renewal starting on January 1st of 2023.
No, second.
Roll call, please. Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye. Okay, you have the approval to move forward with that.
Perfect. And then I did want to let everyone know, Main Street gave me this flyer shortly before I came in here. They are doing their Fall Harvest Festival at Prairie Creek Park. They had it approved with the Parks Department and you before, but these flyers you'll start to see around town. Okay. Good. That's all I had today.
Great concert the other night. Thank you.
Yes, they were great. So I had it from a recommendation. I've never really seen them in person, so they met my expectations and more. So.
A lot of great things.
Thank
you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Les, what do you have for us? I think we took care of. We got one, yeah, two of those resolutions. The other one's the purchase of real estate.
Matt, you want me to do the real property license agreement? And that patio?
Did they get it signed? We can go over it if you want. I just know we're waiting on it to get signed still.
Well, the board has never approved it, I don't think.
Okay. Yep, you can go ahead.
But I don't know if it's been circulated to the board.
It has not.
Okay. Well, why don't you come up if you would, Matt, and let me give it to you and you can explain what you're.
Absolutely.
I want to right now.
Just let everybody know what's going on is this is a construction station 2. And what it is the patio that we have had there for many years has been bricks, and they have actually been partly on the adjacent property. So with that being said, I talked to the owner of the property, and he is willing to continue to let us go ahead and put a concrete patio in that would butt right back up against their building. And that's what this is for, is just getting the agreement. I do know that the building services wanted to make sure that they had an agreement signed and notarized that they were going to allow us to go ahead and move forward with that project. So we haven't moved forward. We've done part of the construction of Station 2, but we just haven't moved further with this because we're kind of waiting to see when the agreement gets signed.
So that agreement, as I recall, the patio is 8 foot by 10
10 by
foot,
10.
10 by 10, but 8 feet of it encroaches onto the
Approximately
neighbor's
8
property.
feet would be on the neighbor's property.
So we put a term in there, I think, of 30 years.
Yes.
And then an automatic 1-year option to renew thereafter unless either party notifies the other. There's language in there that the city agrees to hold harmless and indemnify the owner for any injuries or things that happen as a result of the fire department's use of the patio. City will maintain insurance on it. There will be no mechanics liens as a result of the construction. If there is, the city indemnifies. A fairly standard language that we'd have in these things. The other thing is that would be recorded.
Yes.
In the Clinton County Recorder's Office.
So should we wait for the agreement or can we go ahead?
Well, Matt has the agreement, but the board members haven't had a chance to see it. I didn't know if Matt would be bringing it up today or not.
I do not have, I dropped our copy off to building services so they can get their signatures and stuff before we.
Would the board rather wait and approve it after you've seen it at the next meeting, or?
I can forward it all to everybody as well. I have it on the email. so I can forward that agreement to you to go ahead and review.
Actually, I feel quite, I've known about it, it's been discussed, and I'm quite sufficient with what you've shared, Les, about the language in the contract.
So if you want to approve it by motion, you can, and then we'll get you copies, everyone on the board. And within the next day or so, if you have any reservations, let us know, and we'll have a special meeting, we'll rescind the resolution, or the motion, the approval. Thanks, man.
What's the address there, Matt, on the property?
I think I've got the legal description, let's see. Oh. The address of the property that it will be on is 500 North Main Street. That's the licensor. And the fire department address is 508 North Main Street. They're the licensee.
So if they decide to sell that property, this will just carry over with that property.
If it's recorded.
Yeah. I'll make the motion that we approve the agreement between the city of Frankfurt and the property owner of 500 North Main Street.
I'll second.
Roll call, please. Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay.
Man, don't go away yet. Okay. Did you want to do the agreement between the city of Frankfurt and Washington Township Fire Department?
Not today, we have some things that we need to fix, so I will send that off to you today or sometime tonight to adjustment on that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I had, I think, circulated to the board members a resolution approving an offer in contract to purchase some real estate. This is for a vacant, well, it's actually 2 vacant lots that the city held for several years after we demolished a structure on it. We obtained title, and it's 1110 North John Street. This is one we prepared a procedure for selling it several months ago. Didn't receive any bids. It was advertised in the paper a couple of times. And under that statute where it's just open to anyone and you don't prefer the abutting landowners, then you just go back to square one. So rather than go through that again, I went under this time the statute where you notify abutting landowners, make that first choice. We did that. They were notified. It was published again, and the no abutting landowners bid. So therefore, we don't have to accept what had been the appraised value, which was $10,000. Under the other statute, you got to go back to square one. This one allows you to negotiate them if the abutting landowners don't bid. The only bid we received was from, who was it from? Aaron Huber for $2,500. So the resolution, if you want to approve it, would approve the sale to Aaron of this property for that amount, $2,500. And let's see. It does have to be set for public hearing. We don't have to advertise again, but we do have to set it for public hearing. And then a copy of that notice was included with what we circulated, so the public hearing would be September 12th at the Board of Works meeting.
Les, what procedure follows the public hearing then? Does it come back to the Board of Works?
Following the public hearing, yeah, it'll be a public hearing before the Board of Public Works. I'll have a resolution at that time authorizing completion of the and closing of the sale.
So
That notice does get published one time on August 27th.
So this evening, we're approving, obviously, resolution 2214, but is it the offer and the what will be the subsequent contract? Or is this,
Yeah, it says resolved by the Board of Public Works and Safety that the purchase agreement that's attached to it as exhibit A be approved. That's the sale to Eric Huber for $2,500 under the terms set forth.
yes,
And it also authorizes the mayor to execute the contract and all documents required for closing. But we still have to publish the notice one time in the paper and have the public hearing, which seems like a lot of work, but that's what the statute says. So, and then I'll have a resolution at that time on September 12th to complete the thing.
but the CZ, the resolution 2214.
Yes.
I'll make the motion, we approve resolution 2214 presented to us this evening.
I second the motion.
Roll call, please. Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
Okay, resolution 22-14 passes.
That's all I have to do.
Last, I received a letter from Les for his official resignation as city attorney for the city of Frankfurt effective December 31st, 2022. He served as attorney for over 22 years and 5 different administrations. Been here a long time, haven't you? And he said he would miss that relationship. And I have met with Les and another attorney that possibly we can work out and have that change made in at the end of the year. But I guess we should go ahead and approve this.
I just denied it.
The people that's spoken, right?
Sorry, Les. You know how hard this is for me because I thought that I had already talked him into a little while longer, which I did. But it's just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. I think he's finally doing it. Okay.
Well, I will reluctantly make the motion that we accept Les's letter of resignation / retirement as city attorney.
I'll second that motion.
Unless you really put us in a tough spot here. We have to approve something we don't want to. Roll call, please. Mayor Sheets. Greg Miller. Megan Sheets. Okay, I guess December 31st. Thank you, Les, for all your service. Tanya, she'll like us, right? I don't even know what to say because what would we do? What are we gonna do without Les, right? He helps us with everything. It does. But I do appreciate all that you've done for the city and your years of service.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you. It's been great for us. Another thing that was brought up to me were the fuel bids. So do we want to go ahead and start the process for fuel bids? Somebody, I don't know if anybody, Scott's not here, said that you think we're already past our 50,000 mark. So one thing is we will have to probably increase that. Usually in September, October, yeah, probably be better. But let's make note then to increase that. Fingers crossed, right? Somebody just asked me about it today and I said I would bring it up. So, is there any other unfinished or new business?
I had none.
Okay.
Make the motion, we adjourn.
Okay, thank you everyone for coming out this evening, this afternoon, evening.